Hello and welcome once again to another exciting edition of the Portsmouth Pizza Program. I'm Jory Karen.
And I'm Zach Little, and I don't want to alarm anyone, but there is a distinct possibility that for the first time in a very long time on this show, we're going to eat a pizza that is not horrible.
Well, we think that going into like every episode now.
That's true.
So today we're doing Joe's New York Pizza.
Which we should say, by the way, is here in Portsmouth. We didn't go to New York to get this pizza. I'm sure there's a guy named Joe in New York who has a pizza place.
No, it's probably Joe, and he once went to New York.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Joe's New York pizza. He went to New York, he had a pizza. He's basing this roughly on that experience.
He's probably a Yankees fan, and to keep from getting beaten up, he's like, well, I also have pizza. So, I want to throw out there, this is the large pizza. When I called them on the phone, they said, do you want the large or the largest? Apparently, they also have a humongous pizza that is 19 inches.
But we figured that one was
Almost
compensating
like
for something. So the unboxing. Wow.
It almost looks like it could use another minute in the oven.
Maybe. It still looks pretty, though. Okay, the separation. We got some separation anxiety here. Uh-oh.
I think you lost just
right.
the tip right there.
Yeah, I lost. The tip stayed in. Every man's nightmare. Tastes like pizza.
Joe's does pizza by the slice. And I would say their pizza by the slice is almost better. Because then it gets the second firing.
Yeah,
which like crisps that shit right up.
It's true. Some pizza gets a second wind. Some pizza, it's just diminishing returns right from the,
That just reminded me. I walked into Joe's, and before I even said anything, he looked at me and went, Jory? And I was like, yes. He's like, okay, your pizza will be ready in a sec. He
Holy
didn't know
shit.
me. He just assumed. He said it's a Sixth Sense, which is really weird because this morning I decided to rewatch the movie Sixth Sense. This creeped me out.
You know this movie coming out called SEAL Team 666 about Marines who fight, like, the demons and stuff?
That's brilliant.
It's the best idea I've ever heard. Something like Flatbread is like a movie that has a little bit more. You have to rise to the occasion.
It's when I turn off midway through.
And this is like G.I. Joe Retaliation.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza. So I want to talk about the crust for a second because the crust is some doughy goodness here. It's I haven't had a lot of gluten lately, so for me this pizza it's like when you swallow gum. It's like it's gonna be in your stomach, your system for 10 years or whatever.
This is definitely not something that went through the oven. I know that because I saw him pull it out of the oven. But still, why?
Well, I guess because the pizza's a little on the greasy side. If you look underneath here, there's some grease that's fallen down through the trap, but it keeps the crust nice instead of having it soak in its own juices for too long. You know what? Pizza confit, yeah?
I don't know what confit means.
Cooked in its own juices, right?
Is that?
Yeah, that's what confit means. Cooked in its own juices.
I thought that was against the Bible.
It's the kind of food where they feed a goose a bunch of shit until like its stomach explodes.
Foie gras.
Foie gras, yeah.
They should do foie gras meets human centipede, where it's just one goose hooked up to another goose hooked up to another goose.
And then the back goose is the one that everybody eats. So the very back end, the caboose goose.
Caboose goose
is the priciest one. Really, really tenderized meat by the time you get to eat it.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Face off! Ah!
What kind of blades do they use?
I've never seen
the
that.
crust?
Yeah.
But not the cheese at all.
This is perfectly cut, and that cheese just...
Put it back on there.
Swap the faces.
I can't do that.
Are we going to dock them points for that face removing thing that just happened?
I would, but
or that was
bad luck. Funny.
Mm.
And the pizza doesn't taste any different because of it. Mine is really hard to manage.
Yeah, I feel like I lost a piece of pizza somewhere like a while ago and I don't know where it is.
When you have your head shaved, you can really see the patterns.
Get the way that, like, coastal morphology, the way that the beach has been shaped by the waves. And the waves are time. Are they going to come in here and vacuum this apartment for us?
Because it's like they're on a Zamboni just ramming into the door. Okay, dough. Kind of flavorless.
What are you going to add to this? This is obviously a very no-frills pizza, so...
I would add some frills.
All right, so pepperoni. What's your thoughts on the pepperoni? Give me a score. Yeah, I like the pepperoni.
It could use a little more cooking. I would say the ingredient is there.
Uh-huh.
It needs that little crisp. You know when a pepperoni gets that good, like it starts to bend up.
Curls
a
up a
bit
little
and
around the
edge
edges.
crisp.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you get that delightful snap.
It actually unlocks an extra layer of flavor in the pepperoni.
Yeah.
Like one of the other animals that they use to make the pepperoni, he doesn't come out until there's
If
an
it was a
extra
Power
certain
Ranger,
heat.
it is when they all come together and make a Megatron.
Make Megatron. It's not Megatron, really, is it? Megatron's the other thing. Sauce.
Nothing special.
Cheese.
Good. Although I would say could benefit again from a little more time.
What's your overall vibe with the pizza? Like with Joe's, like the storefront is kind of cool. It's like a nice little. It's kind of a hole in the wall, but not in a way that scares you.
Well, right now they have a hole in the door.
So really, I mean, I would say that actually speaks even better for them. They're a place where a guy threw a chair through a door.
Mm-hmm. And they
That's
patched it
where-
up with pizza boxes.
Yeah. That's a place you want to get a pizza from.
$13.60.
Cheapest pizza we've had in a while. Good pizza. Maybe they could have kept it in the oven a little bit longer. Maybe
Nice
Jory
people.
shouldn't have gone there
Yeah,
and
I shouldn't have
intimidated the
badgered
cook
them.
into pulling it out of the oven. People in this town, I know, they talk about Darlene's like it's a place that it's a valid place to eat.
Someone has done that?
People that I work with, I don't talk to them anymore.
Maybe we went on a day where they ran out of all their ingredients. They're like, fuck, someone's coming. And Hannaford is right
Ran
across the
the
street, so they just ran across.
Grab the frozen
Bought a
pizza.
store-bought pizza and ran back inside. Actually, for them, CVS is right across the street, which explains more. It comes with a free pack of Band-Aids.
These breadsticks are disgusting.
Grease level.
I see several birds flying toward the sunset.
I see a horse with an abnormally large head that is going, it's rearing up.
That means you have a brain tumor. That's one of Rorschach's first words. Rearing horse, brain tumor.
That is it for our review of Joe's New York Pizza. That's been it for the Portsmouth Pizza Program. I'm Jory.
I'm Zach, and as always, keep on
Nice.
pizzaing in the pizza world. We're still working on the catchphrase.